Okay, good evening and welcome along to this flight this evening. We're leaving London Stansted and we're going over to Trondheim in Norway, up on the northwestern sort of coastal region. Quite a big, I was going to say big little city, but quite a big city up near Trondheim. And yeah, it's about a 2.5 hour flight. Right, I'm going to just edit this so that we're up to date with the latest runway information and everything there. So EGSS2ENVA, we've got departure of 22. Let's just check. What I want route finder. So let's do the find route again, just in case anything's changed on runway headings and stuff like that. So I'm in sim brief at the moment. This is what we use to do the flight planning and import into the FMC. Okay, it's SID stars. We'll keep them as default. Let's just make sure we've got our departure information right. Yes, that's today, 21:30, which is in around about 45 minutes time. That's looking all good. Okay, so we'll generate that flight plan. Cool. Right, well, print the... I'll tell you what. Yeah, no, we'll do that here. Print the PDF. So that's there, ready to go. Give that a quick glance over. So our cruising level this evening is going to be 35,000 feet. What have we got? So fuel-wise, about 8.9 tons of fuel. From Stansted, we're leaving on departure of runway 22 via Clacton, by the looks of it, Clacton 1E. And then out to the North Sea, heading on a easterly, sort of northeasterly. Let's have a look, top of climb. Time we got to the top of the climb, where we exit in the... while we're being Scottish airspace, then and over to Danish airspace. Top of descent, and takes us into Enva. Runway 27 approach. Right, so that's all looking good. Time to get into the cockpit. And well, let's get this cold and dark cockpit ready to operate. So let's put some batteries on. I'm not going to go with the ground power. I'm just going to go straight on with the APU. Right, let's stick them on so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, master APU. Give it 3 seconds. And we'll get that started. Nav and logo light on. Put strobe to auto. No smoking sign. I'll leave the seatbelt signs off for now so that it's all safe if they're boarding in the fuel trucks here, loading up with fuel. Right, we're not going to get crew supply until the APU's kicked in. Let's get the ADIRs ready and warming up and aligning. Lighting for the overhead panel. Get that ready. That should come straight up when the APU kicks off, and you'll soon know when the APU kicks off because it's quite loud. Right, I get the fly pad going. Right, okay, APU's kicked in. Give it a minute or two for the monitors to sort themselves out. Crew supplies on. I'm just working from top to bottom on this now. I'll get the panel lights sorted out on the center panels. It's bright enough. Sometimes you can do it too bright when you turn that dome light off when you're cruising. Display lights here. Let's turn these up a bit. Like I say, at night I don't really need them turned up too high. In fact, I'm going to turn off the first officers ones. Okay, right. So, ECAM panels, ECAM 1, ECAM 2. Get the brightness sorted out there. Come down to the pedestal. Do the floodlighting for the centre panels and the... Yeah, that's nice, that'll do. Integral lighting for the console. Bit of rear lighting for the pedestal down here. And I think that's it. That's our lighting bits and bobs done. Okay. Right, over to the fly pad and let's get our flight plan in and ready. EGSS to ENVA. Okay. Pretty cold up in Trondheim. 1 degree. It's warmed up a little bit than what it was when I took a visit there. Oh God, was it week before last? And it was like -4 and it was covered in snow. 4 degrees here at Stansted. Calm winds. Wind's not too bad, 8 knots at Trondheim. Okay, right, so that's that. Have we got... It's so dark here at Stansted. I thought this place had external lighting. It obviously hasn't. Let's see if we can get a jetway to us. Oh yes, I can see something moving in the darkness out there. Okay. That looks connected up. Okay, one thing I've not noticed and I've never really looked at is when we look at the door situation. So the cabin door is saying is that open? Yeah. And I take it that's because the jetway's there. So if I use the pushback tool, does that actually manipulate this as well? Doesn't look like... Oh, it does. Yep, it does. Okay, right, so it's closed now, it's open. I'm going to try the aft, see if that's... Indicate, yep, that's working. Cargo door. Do we get an indication on that? Oh, yep, there you go. Marvellous. Right, well, if we get some trucks around us, we'll be able to see what we're doing. Right, we'll call the fuel truck, we'll get the power truck, catering and baggage. I've got some feeling that you have to click them again. Oh no, they're all going. Catering truck is right on it. Okay, as you can see, as our sort of heritage British Midland logo here. It's a later British Midland one. I think they were in service to about 2012. The airline was created in around about what was it, 1938, something like that. So it went for a fair long time. But I don't think this Trondheim was one of its routes. We've just done this for a bit of fun. Yeah, right. So baggage is going on board. Time now is 5 to 8. We've got just over half an hour before we depart. Let's get self-loading cargo. Let's see what fun this is going to throw at us today. Right, Airbus 320. I've done a Lufthansa layout. The only reason why I use a Lufthansa layout is because it's got toilets at the back and front, and it stops people moaning that they can't be bothered to go from the back to the front to go to the loo, which is laziness. Right, import from SimBrief. There we go. EGSS ENVA 20 and 30 departure time, Zulu time. Here we go with the noise now. We'll get the start flights. We're ready for boarding. I'm going to turn that down because that's going to drive me up the wall. Right, okay, let's we'll do the ready for boarding.
Hi, cabin crew, we're ready to get going now, so as soon as you're ready, you can open the doors and start letting the passengers on board. Thank you.
Okay, let's get some work done, shall we?
No problem.
I'll leave that over there. Okay, let's get ready to rumble. As they say, right into the AOC menu. Want init. Data required. Let's check it's the right one. EGSS ENVA. Route time here, it says 2 hours 4 minutes, but it's more realistically 2.5 hours in total. Well, we can keep an eye on that. Might be able to make up some time. Push a bit of extra speed. Yeah, info's there. What the hell was that? Oh, it's him sitting in the truck. I thought it was a ghost. Bulk time, yeah, 2.5 hours. 2 hours 32 minutes. Should have. Well, we'll look at the fuel in a few moments. Right, let's go back to the weights and balances. Weights and balance. Right, let's get that started. Request. We're starting the boarding, so I'll get that going as well. Okay, to the init page. And do the init request. Init. Oh. You'll have to excuse me tonight because I've got a couple of beers that I'm having to chill out Sunday, and why not? Okay, so that's in on the init page. Weights and balances again, and centre of gravity and all that stuff. Right, let's put that in. Block fuel planning 4.5. Yes, I think we're more. Was it 8 tons, wasn't it? Okay, well let's get that going from the fuel truck. Our fuel was 8.9 tons. What was it? It's 8. Where's he going? Oh, there it is. Right. 8915. Let's get that cooking. Get that fueling up. Get the fuel page up. Okay, so that's. What has it got on the block here? Block, it says 2.3. Be careful with this one. Let's have a look. Where's he getting that 4.5 from? It's not. It's just making it up. Plan block is 3.37. 9145. Tanker. Okay. Right, okay, we'll revise that. The fuel should be 9 tons. But mind you, I put a P08 fuel factor in. It might be a little bit over the top, but let's be safe than sorry. 9145. Okay, put that in. Let's see if it's happy with that. Are we fueling? No. I did press start, didn't I? Will. Oh no, I pressed that, didn't I? Okay. User error. Refueling, that's better. Let's have a look what we've got there. 5. Okay, so our block is 3.37. 3.37. What? That's 1.2, so 4.6. Okay. If it's happy with that, we'll go with that. That's our block fuel done. on the init page. I'll put the number in first, Mike. 132. 133. We've got like 136. Flaps 1. Not doing flex temp today. Let's take our transition heights. Okay, I'm going to have to get the maps up. So we've got Navigraph for that. Let's get the plan in on here. So flights, new flights from Simbrief, Stansted to Trondheim. That's the one. Okay, so there's our route. We want is our departures. Open the charts. We're going Clacton. Let's have a look. We're on the way out. Clacton 1E. And we're on a what departure? Oh, that's 2-2 though, so we want 2-2. One in the hell. Clacton, 4S departure. I need to, so it's that one, 4S, right, okay, Clacton. Let's have a look up here. No turns below 850. Clacton 1E, that's the one. That's the arrival though, isn't it? So we want to be 4,000 feet. Max speed 210 knots out on this one, so I'll set our initial climb to 4,000. Oops. Okay. Climb straight ahead, SS1, turn left to SSO3, yep. SS26 to Clacton. Okay, well that seems pretty straightforward. Let's put this on flight plan here. Transition 6,000, so that was right, yeah, that's okay. So initial climb 4,000, transition height is at 6,000. That's everything I need to do on there. We're not doing flex attempt, so we'll go straight to the flight plan. EGSS Stansted departure is 2-2.
Hi, we're just about to set up here, so we're happy for you to close the doors once everyone's on board. Thank you.
And we're going Clacton 1E departure. Insert.
Okay, great. Movement done.
SS3611, exactly what it says on that flight chart. Thank God for that. There you go. We got there in the end. Let's see what that looks like on the flight plan itself. So a quick flick through. Yeah. That looks pretty much exactly what we saw. Let's put the constraints on. 210 knots out. SSE 11, we get to 3,000, so it is a 3,000. Ah, you see that hiding there. 3,000 feet with a 210 knots, and then we can speed up to 250 when we get to SSE 11. Right, okay, let's scroll down. Got a discontinuity there. Let's get rid of that. Clear that line. There you go. So from there out to Larper, we take a northeasterly sort of direction. Clacton, okay. So our transition height there, 6,000 feet. Larper's okay, out in the North Sea. So far so good. Right, so we've got a we have got a discontinuity there. Let's clear that out. Right, okay, so we just need to put our initial arrival information for Trondheim. I do believe that's a 27. Okay, so 27 ILS 27. Our approach is Nelson 2M, which is that one. Right. VA10. It's not there. We've got an inside. Right, so that's telling me the passengers are loaded. Nelson 2N. Right, we'll have to look at the chart for that one. Back in here. Do I need to pin that? No, I don't really. So let's get rid of that. Let's go to Trondheim charts list. Right, so the approach we're looking for 27 ILS. We'll pin that. Sounds like we got that door issue again. Let's pin that down there for a minute. ILS or Loke. Standard arrival, where are we? So, oh, Nelsu, isn't it? Yeah, Nelsu 2M, which is 2M. Okay. Right, so Sorav, Nelsu, Nemo, Nelsu. This is our approach here. A17. It's going to be insert. Okay, let's check that out. If I scroll back the other way to Trondheim. A bit of a wibbly wobbly drawing it does that. I don't know why it does this, but it does. Oh, that will straighten out. That's okay. That's not as bad as our arrival to Stansted earlier, but this will tidy up the closer we get. Allegedly, I'll use that word allegedly. So this should this sort of crooked dogleg should iron itself out with any luck. By the time we get there. So far that's looking good. Okay, back to the arc on there. Let's bring that back down into range. Right, sounds like we've got the bloody door issues again with self-loading cargo. Right, so let's get rid of baggage. Should be done now, shouldn't it? Let's have a quick look outside, see how it's going. Right, baggage he's done. The catering truck, you can go. Is he going? Yep, he's going. Okay, fuel truck. Yep, we're done with you, I think, aren't we? Oh no, he's still fueling up. Okay. Let's have a look. How much more we've got to go on the fuel? It's 9145, isn't it? Yeah. So he should be done. Okay, right. Doors. Let's look at the door situation. Cargo door, well, that'll shut in a minute. God knows what is happening. This door. How did I do it before? Let's let the cargo stuff all bugger off. Ah. Does that sort itself out? No. I can still hear it. Right, door's shut there. So what did I do before? I done open that. Open the rear door. Close that one. And then close that one. That's how it worked before when we was in Glasgow. I tried to make a mental note of what it is, but it's never the same situation with this bloody self-loading cargo. Right, okay, well, let's try this then. We'll get rid of that. We'll open the door for a minute. Let's see if the jetway disappears. Okay. No, they're not happy with that. Right, let's open it. It's a good job I started a bit earlier this evening. That's it. That's it. And I've done nothing then. I just can't work out how it works itself out. Right, let's have a look. So what we got on board? We've got 154 on board. They're all happy as Larry there. All slotted in. Right, okay. Let's close that down. Okay, let's get them to arm the doors.
Cabin crew, please arm doors, thank you.
Okay, right, so flight plan wise, we're all good to go. Radio, that's in. Set for 3000. We've got 900 restraint there. That's a bit tight. Right, okay. Never mind. Right, okay, let's get the ramp back. Let's get the radio on and get clearance for departure to the east.
Stansted ground, Midland 832 with whiskey request taxi for takeoff.
Right, have I got the blow-up pilot ready? Co-pilot. Right, he can do the radio stuff. Will he answer? Right, damn, will he? Back to clearance. Oh, he didn't have to answer. Oh, what happened there? Taxi and hold short, runway 22. Picture cross runway 22. South. Bravo Hotel Romeo. Okay, fair enough. Right, let's get the pushback tug into service. Do I need that now? No. Don't need that. Okay, right, so now we're fueled up. Are these seatbelt signs on? Yes, they are. No smoking signs. I don't know why they weren't on. Fuel pumps on. APU bleed on. Okay, we'll get the engine into start mode, igniters, parking brake off. That's weird. They haven't contacted us, but looks like it's straight out. So, 22. Just going to have a look where we are. It is so dark out there. I can't believe there's absolutely no APON lightings out there at all. It's pitch black. Go on, map in your own time. Right. Oh, so we're not that far from it. So out straight across, and it's going to be one of these into 22. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay, we can live with that. I'll keep it there just in case. Right, Todd connected. Yeah, he's ready to go. Okay, right, so handbrake is off. Into there. Let's get engine 1 started. Well, they're close, them two landing there. One of them's got to go round.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the crew I ask that you please direct your attention to the monitors above as we review the emergency procedures. There are 6 emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you. Count the number of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss,
Whoops, wrong way, that's me, sorry. I slipped. It's really sensitive now they introduced this tiller, as I said. If you're still using the rudder controls like I am. Okay, let's hold that there. Stop the pushback.
Stansted ground, Midland 832 ready to taxi straight up departure with whiskey.
Life rafts are located below your seats in emergency lighting range to your closest exit and slide. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety.
Too many people talking at once. Shut up. Okay, right, let's get engine 2 started. Taxi lights on. Let's wait for that to settle down. Yeah, it's starting by the sound of it. Right, let's get the beacon light on. That's one thing we've got to get ready as well. So, strobes to auto. Oops, no, they're on manual there. Auto. Beacon light on. Just so we've got a bit of light, I'm going to put the de-icing lights on. Just so we can see what's going on. Marvellous. Right, okay. QNH is set. 3050. Okay, let's just dim the lights while we get ready on our taxi. It's already off. Look. There we go. Oh, let's just stop there a minute. Let's check. Good, we'll do flaps 1. Okay, off we go. Assume he's waiting for me there. These vehicles, they don't keep in their vehicle lanes, I don't think, very often. They tend to use the aircraft taxiways more than they do the marked out roads. Right, so let's have a look. We're going Bravo Hotel Romeo.
Stansted ground Ryanair 2815 request taxi to the gate.
Ryanair 2815 taxi to gate 21 using taxiway November Romeo November Hotel Yankee Juliet.
Alright, so that's Bravo.
Taxiing to gate 21 using taxiway November Romeo November Hotel Yankee Juliet Ryanair 2815.
See how sensitive that is now. Bloody hell, right. So that's November, we're correct there. And then we're looking for Romeo. Romeo, for where art thou, Romeo? I think it's this one, isn't it? And then over there. Man, oh man. Wow, this is really super sensitive. What is going on? To Romeo. Right, hold up. Let me just sort out this this rudder control. That's crazy. Okay.
Stansted Tower Midland 832 ready at runway.
Okay, let's get some lights on.
Midland 832 altimeter 30.50 and 210 at 5. Traffic is Airbus A319 on final. Straight out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 22. Cleared for takeoff runway 22 Midland 832.
Turn the packs off. Oh no, what's that? It's engine bleed, isn't it? Where's my packs gone? Pack 1, pack 2. Oh good, we've got someone lining up there, but we've been given clearance. Good that way. Okay, takeoff configuration, check. We need the wind shear detection on there. Does that turn your ACAS on, doesn't it? So all okay. I think we're all good there. Auto brake max, and let's give them a bing in the back.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Okay, here we go to Norway. We better go roll straight out. Looks like that's coming in pretty fast. I don't know why we got cleared quite yet, but wow, that sensitivity now since that tiller's been brought in. Okay, right, let's get it powered up to 50%. Engine stable. I'm going to go Toga for this one. Get off of here as quick as we can. Stick back. V1 and rotate.
Positive flight. Gear up.
Gear up. Right, this is so tight. It's too soon to put the autopilot on, so we're going to have to do a bit of a manual. Oh, we can get away with that now. Right, so let's get the throttle down to climb.
Stansted Tower Midland 832 frequency change. Approach
approach Midland 832 is type Airbus A20N 3 miles southwest of Stansted, 2,600 feet. Request flight following.
Ryanair 965, please expedite your climb 4,000 feet. Midland 832 approach. Squawk 4774.
Squawk 4774, Midland 832.
Midland 832 radar contact 4 miles southwest of Stansted, 3,000 feet. Altimeter 30.50.
Roger, Midland 832.
Flaps up.
Ryanair 965, please expedite your climb 4,000 feet.
Okay, we can now, we're still maintaining 3,000. 250 knots.
2,500.
We'll be increasing to restricted to 210 at the moment. So after we clear SSE06, we should be heading up to 250 knots. There we go. We remain at 3,000 feet.
Ryanair 965, please expedite your climb 4,000 feet.
Let's just get this started there, zoomed in, we're on track. So you can see, there we go, we've made a turn to the east, we get to Clacton, and then we sort of turn left on a northerly, head out northwest, northeast, over out to the North Sea, and bang, there we go, all the way up to Norway. Most of it over the sea, but we're not going to be able to see much anyway, as it is dark. There's our approach into Trondheim. Be interesting to see if the snow's cleared up there. It was it Friday? I had a quick look at that airport. It's a nice airport actually. It's a payware one I've got. It's an Asobo payware airport, and it's quite detailed. One thing's for sure, it's lit up better than the bloody Stansted add-on. Okay, so there's our routes.
Expedite your climb 4,000 feet.
Okay, so next, see, the thing is, what was happening, I don't know whether it was on the experimental version where it was working, but if you set 5,000 feet in there, and if I acknowledge it, it shouldn't climb now, but I bet it does, because I don't think it's happening on the developer version.
Ryanair 965, descend and maintain 2,500 feet.
Let's see, well it should, oh, that's 6, sorry. Well, it should be up to 4.
Descend and maintain 2,500
and it should automatically control that. Well, it is, yeah, we'll see. Okay. All good so far. So that looks like Braintree to our left there that we're just passing.
Ryanair 965, you are 12 miles northeast of Stansted.
Braintree in
Contact
Essex, in it.
Stansted Tower on 123.051 inbound on the approach.
What we got on the other side? Let's have a look. Can we see anything on the other side? Oh yeah, that's what's that?
Tower on 123.805 RYANAIR 965.
Right, so that's Tiptree to the right there in the distance. Okay, up to 5,000, then we're allowed up to 6,000. It's a very gradual climb It's got the manual, is it? I think that's our last constraint. Let's just zoom out a bit. Nope, we've got to stay at 6,000 until we get to Clacton, and then after Clacton, that's it. We're up to 35,000 feet.
Approach on 125.8. Good day.
Going to 125.8 Midland 832. Wide Isham approach Midland 832 5,600 feet.
Midland 832, Wide Isham approach altimeter 30.53, continue as planned.
Okay, so when we make this left turn just out after Clacton, which is coming into view, we can go to our cruising altitude. I think this is where we transition out of, so we can go to standard now. Cancel that. Right, now this... That's how it's doing it this time. Yeah, this morning we had a nightmare with this. It wouldn't cancel the alarm. Not until we done the approach at Glasgow, which was about 45 minutes. So we spent most of the time here, where we couldn't hear it. That's Brightling Sea, just out of our right window there, with all the windmills in the background as well. Point Clear Bay, I think they call that. Well, just seeing Clacton on Sea coming into view now on the coastline there. Water windmills out at sea. And as we bank round to the left, we're sort of heading up towards Horsey Island. We'll have Harwich pass us, the port of Harwich, and Felixstowe out this side of the aircraft, but it might be directly below us with the turn that we're doing at the moment. Whoops, wrong one. Let's try that view there. So this is it. Can't really see much at the moment, but we should see Harwich from Felixstowe in the next couple of minutes. There they are. Directly in front of us. Okay, we've made that turn. We can now up to 35,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start an in-flight movie. If you'd like to watch, please plug in your headphones and select channel 3 from your armrest remote. Thank you and enjoy the film.
Midland 83 to contact London Center on 118.475. Good day.
118.475 Midland 832. London Center Midland 832 7,700 feet.
EVA6, 8 heavy, please expedite your climb 11,000 feet. Midland 832 London Center altimeter 30.50 continue as planned. Was Air 1020,
Ladies and
expedite
gentlemen,
your
you
climb
may now use
13,000
your
feet.
electronic device.
Okay, so
X 1224, please expedite your descent 5,100 feet.
the approach lights turned off.
Etihad 18 heavy, please expedite your climb 11,000 feet. Lufthansa 2512, please expedite your descent 6,000 feet. Speedbird 783, please
Ladies and
expedite your
gentlemen,
descent
the
6,000
captain
feet.
turned off the seatbelt sign. You are
EVA6,
free
8 heavy,
about
climb
the
and
cabin.
maintain flight level 190. Ryanair 2284, you are 5,300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 6,000 feet altimeter 30.50.
Jose, hola to you. Good evening. Welcome along. Thanks for joining us on this. What have we got? About 2 hours into to go on this flight now, up to Trondheim in Norway, up on the northwest sort of coastal region of Norway. That's where we're heading tonight.
London Center Midland 832. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start clearing trim. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear
Cleared for
any
Charlie
items
airspace
from the
Midland
out.
832.
Thank you.
Well, that's a good enough excuse for me. If they're serving drinks, I'm going to help myself to another beer. I'll be back with you shortly. So that's our last landmarks that we can see out to the port side of the plane at the moment. We've got Lowestoft and Great Yarmouth over there in the distance. And then we'll be heading out over the North Sea on our northeasterly direction over to Norway.
from the cockpit just to let you know we've reached our cruise level and we're not anticipating any emergency raise, so hope to have you at your destination on time as planned. As the cabin crew make their way around the aircraft, please make sure the aisles are clear of any items, and I'm ready to please sit back, relax and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
9.875 Midland 832. Scottish Centre Midland 832, flight level 350.
Midland 832, Scottish Centre, continue as planned. Midland 83 to contact Copenhagen Center on 119.43. Good day.
119.43 for Midland 832. Copenhagen Center, Midland 832, flight level 350.
Midland 832 Copenhagen Center, continue as planned.
0.55 Midland 832. Photo Center Midland 832 flight level 350.
Midland 83 to Photo Center. Continue as planned.
descending to our destination. We're not expecting any delays, so we should have you on the ground in the next 20 minutes or so. If you could assist the cabin crew by tidying your tray and handing them any litter as they come around, it would be most appreciated, and make sure to fasten your seatbelt. For safety reasons, please turn off all electronic devices or switch on the airplane mode until after we have landed. Please note the aircraft toilets are now out of use. Thank you.
Right, welcome back. Okay, we're starting our descent a few moments ago, down to 22,000 feet. We hit our next waypoint, Nimvu, and we'll be going down to 12,000 as we make our approach to Trondheim here in Norway. Evening, Kevin, if you're watching. Yeah, I know I've had massive problems this week. Well, last week, starting from last week, the graphics card failure. I can't get the graphics card I need for love nor money, and I'm not paying a stupid amount for it. So I got my graphics card repaired. So I got that back on Friday, and it seems to be working fine. Yeah, so hopefully next Sunday I'll be doing your Lanzarote flight. I've just been testing it over the last couple of days, well, since yesterday. Yeah, so we're back in business. I've also had to buy a little UPS because a power outage caused my card to mess up, or foul as it were. So trying to prevent that. Can't afford to keep replacing £700 bloody graphics cards. It's an expensive hobby. Okay, right, so looking at our approach here. Let's just have a look. Is that Mivso? Well, we're coming from Nimvo. To Nelsu. So we're coming on this approach here. So we want to be 12,000 feet by the time we get there, which we've got programmed in, and then down to 6,000 after that till we get to Bedvi and intercept the ILS at 4,000 feet by the looks of it. That does look a slightly different approach. I'm going to make that descent now, so we'll get down to 12,000, see how we go from there. What are we? So we're 40 miles, 50 miles, say. Hello, Juan, Jose Gonzalez. Yeah, question one. How many stops or scales do you have in the flight to complete it? Well, we're just making an approach now. So if we look at the flight chart here, that's where we are. We're in Norway at the moment, so we've left London Stansted a couple of hours ago. We're now in Norway, and we're heading to Trondheim in the northwest of Norway. What do you got there? Question two, what country are you heading to on the flight? Yeah, Norway. And welcome along, by the way. Kevin? No, I'm fine, mate. No, it's just that I've been out of action. Well, my computer's been out of action since last weekend. Yeah, it is. Graphics cards aren't cheap at the moment because of the chip shortage. which is why I opted to get mine repaired. It was the oh god, what are they called? Oh bloody hell! They're like rectifiers that are on the card. Enva, not Enva Rams. Oh god, what are they called? Yeah, come to me in a minute. It's a bit late. I had them replaced, and luckily the card's okay. It was fine. It was a fraction of the cost of getting a new card. Okay, right. So I think this is going to creep up on us a bit faster than we thought. So I'm going to get down to 4,000. The thing is, there's no constraints set up on this path here, so it's not really helpful when it when you're trying to plan your approach. That's why we have to go the good old-fashioned method with the charts. Right, so what are we at? 15,000 now. Just heading down to 4,000. Good old moon's out. It's given us a little bit of moonlight out there. Okay, one more check on the weather. Let's just come out of there, back into there. It should refresh it. 1011, 0 degrees in Trondheim. Winds 100 degrees from the south, 7 knots. I think we're basically set up for that. Let's have a quick check. 1011, 0 degrees, 100, 07. Yep. Medium braking. Set up for that. We have got some constraints, right? Okay, that's helpful. It's just it's not zoomed out. Right, just to be safe, I'm going to keep it 6,000 because it is quite mountainous around here, and I can't see what that constraint is yet. So I'm just playing it safe. Very mountainous region around here. Okay, so we're down to 10,000. Let's get some approach lights on. Right, I'm going to play it extra safe. Keep it 8,000 for now because we are pretty close to that mountain range down there. We've got quite a gust coming from the west, 47 knots, giving us a bit of a side wind there, which is throwing us about a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt as soon as possible.
Okay, there we go. Seatbelt signs are on. Right, can I see that constraint yet? Where do we need to be? Get down there, still can't see it. God. Let's try and zoom in out. No, it's not going to show us at 160 miles out. Okay, no worries. Well, we're down to a safe height. We're getting down to 8,000 feet. As you can see, we are pretty close. So I don't want to go any lower than that yet until I can see that other constraints on the flight plan.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for landing. Thank you.
Yeah, that's close. I'm glad I'm playing it safe. Okay, right. I still can't see what that next constraint is, but we've got plenty of time because it's like a sort of dogleg into Trondheim anyway, so I'm not panicking yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please make sure you are seated with your belt fastened and your trays in the upright position. Any items should be safely stored, and remember to turn off all electronic devices until after landing. Thank you.
Okay, right, so we're below the transition height now, so I've just gone to local Q&H. I'm hoping my 8,000 limit's safe, but it's looking okay so far. It looks to me like that next constraint is flight level 7,000, so I've played it safe with an extra 1,000 feet. So I'm going to keep it that way until we make this right turn as we set up for the approach. Yuan, yeah, he's never played Flight Simulator, but I'd like to see how and know the game is and how it's played, of course. If it's recommended to buy it, yeah, Flight Simulator 2020. I can't recommend it enough. I mean, I've been playing Microsoft Flight Simulator since 1983, 2 years after it released on the Sinclair Spectrum back in them days, and so I've progressively seen it get better and better and better, and this is by far the best yet. Yeah, onwards and upwards, as they say. I've still got some of the old DVD discs for I think it's from 95, Flight Sim 95 upwards, all the way up to FSX. Okay, so I'll be making this turn. Just gonna check that constraint again. I'm sure that's 7,000, so what I'll do, I'll get it set up. We won't activate that yet until we've actually done this right turn, which will be interesting, over the tops of this mountain range we've just gone over. Yeah, those yellow dots, if you're talking about these, Johan, these are waypoints that are set up throughout the whole flight. So if you look from where we've taken off in London, these are waypoints, sort of markers. Most of them are GPS markers. They're not physical navigation beacons like they used to be. These are like GPS waypoint markers, which we follow the flight plan on, and to do with particular air routes that are used. Okay, so we're coming up to that turn. At Nelsu. Okay, we can activate that turn now. Descent to 7,000. May even still be a bit early because that's it's still 30 miles out. I forgot that I got the resolution spanned right out. So, but best be safe than sorry, as they say. Well, that's good. We're clear of the mountain range, so we're not doing too bad. Okay, let's contact the tower. Vernay's there. Request full stop landing.
Bayern's Tower Midland 832 is 36 miles southwest, 7,000 feet with Mike to land.
Midland 832 Bayern's Tower. Altimeter 29.80, wind 196 at 17. Make right downwind runway 27.
Fly right downwind runway 27 Midland 832.
2980 is the QNH. Oh, damn it. I pressed the wrong way up. There you go. Right, that's better. So we have a speed restriction coming up as well, down to 220 knots. FMC should take care of that for us. So we are down to 7,000. After 7,000, it looks like down to 4,000. So as we can see on our flight plan here, if we just zoom out a little bit. Whoops. No, didn't want that. Yeah, it's a bit tight. to really make any sense of that at all, so we'll just wait till we get a bit closer. But you get the general idea there. We're doing a dogleg background on ourselves to the airport, which is here, Enva, which is Trondheim. And we see the FMCs now picking up on that. Let's just make sure that's gone in. Yeah, so this knows the distance I am to Egss, which is our next waypoint, and we need to be at 7,000 on. So I've set it for 7,000, but it knows it's got time yet before it starts to make that descent and bring that speed restriction in. So it will hold us at 8,000, which we're at the moment. Oh, sorry, 7,000. Oh, has it got us down there already? Oh, right, sorry. Yeah, I'm on the developer mode version. In the experimental version, it would have sort of judged when to make that descent. I keep forgetting it doesn't in this version. Right, so we're waiting to intercept the localizer, but we're a bit far out yet. We're 30 odd miles away. That will appear here on the display here when it's in range. First of all, let's check to see if we've got the ILS programmed in. It is Trondheim TD 109.9. I mean, if we're according to that, oh, we've got a way to go yet. When we look out this side of the aircraft, we should be seeing the airport over in the distance, the port side, as we pass it. Right, so here we can see our approach. I've got something funny going on here. Seems a bit steep turn, so we might go from VA710. I might do a direct to INSOB here, depending. But again, I'm zoomed out there. That probably looks worse than what it is. Yeah, as I bring the resolution down of the flight plan, that will probably be much gentler than it looks here, because I'm zoomed out at a resolution of 40 miles, so always looks worse when you're zoomed out on the map. No, it's a 320 still. I've got a 737, Kevin, but it's not very good. It's not very realistic. It's a freebie one. There is a 737 in production at the moment by PMDG, which are probably one of the most best developers out there. It's due any time. Realistically, I don't think it's going to be ready until the summer. Looking at some of the posts that are going around about it at the moment, but I am anticipating that. I mean, originally I did fly the 737s on this. The only time I've ever flown an Airbus has been since 2020. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 come out. What is it, a year and a half, 2 years ago now. But yeah, the 737 is one of my favourites. But then again, the A320 has grown on me. It's a really good aircraft. But I have got, I'm flying you back via Jet 2. I've got a Livery for Jet 2. At the moment, we're in a British Caledonian livery. I don't know if we're going to see much this time. No, we're not. No, I've done the British Caledonian one. I've done Glasgow to Stansted earlier. We've done that. This is British Midland today, so we're doing a bit of a retro livery today. Okay, 220 knots, so I can go flap 1 now. So we're going to put the flaps down to position 1. Right, now we can see the ILS is here. We're 16 miles away from the ILS at the airport. As you can see, we're 16 miles increasing because we will go past the airport. If we look on the map here, the airport's down here, this square. We're here and we've got to go here. So this will increase until we make this turn here at VA710. And then what we'll do, we'll knock it onto the localizer so it locks on. And when it's locked onto that, we'll turn the ILS on. That will line us up. So right, let's check out airport information one more time. Get a quick weather update to make sure we got the correct weather in there. It is quite important that you get the weather right when you're doing ILS approaches, or certainly RNAV approaches. Right, ENVA, which is Trondheim. That should appear in here anytime. Let's come back out, go back in. There it is. Right, okay, that's just popped into the inbox. Look at that, print that off. 222-1077, wind 670 foot. Yeah, all looking good. A light wind, 7 knots. Okay, we'll get that prep for 6,000. Yeah, it's annoying when that happens, Kevin. I haven't had it to that extreme because in self-loading cargo, the passengers then rate you, and it's the first time I've ever got a 0% because of that turbulence. But I've never had turbulence like that since I played the game. That was particularly severe that night. A few more turns here. Let me just check on the charts here. MVA charts. Approach. .210. Interception is 4,000 feet. Okay, right. So we intercept the ILS at 4,000. Still wants me at 6,000 here. I don't know what's going on here. That looks quite messy. Sometimes it does sort itself out. So 6,000, 4,700 down to 4,000, and that looks quite a tight manoeuvre. But then again, let's put that down to 10 miles. It might look a bit different in a minute. Well, it looks like it's cocked up the speed. It wants us to speed up again, so I'm going to reduce that to 210 manually. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bypass Zilda, because whatever happening there looks a bit cockeyed. We're going to go straight to Nevos. Direct Zilda. Oh, wait a minute. Tikmu, 4,700. Okay, we'll go direct to Tikmu. That should clear up that mess. There you go. That's made it a bit better. We'll get down to 4,700. Can do that, and it is quite a normal procedure. If it looks overly complex, you can fly direct. It depends on the traffic. If it's busy, you probably wouldn't get away with it, but at the moment we're the only ones here, I think, because it's late. We're due in at midnight, so we might be on the ground particularly early. Excuse me. And at Nevos we need to be down at 4,000, down to 210 knots here, so I can hopefully put this back into automatic. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Right, so on our final leg, 20 miles from the airfield. When we get to Tikmu, I'll stick us into a activate the approach phase. As you can see the airfield over in the distance there, the runway lights, so we're not that far out now, not too far to go. Interception of the ILS here is quite high, 4,000, and I'll prep that now. Ready? Okay, so let's just do some pre-checks here. Auto brake set to medium. We have ground spoilers set to automatic. Flaps 1 at the moment. And we're all green, no blues. Okay, so I'll make this turn. I'm going to get it to intercept 4,000 now. We'll get the localizer on. Okay, I'll activate the approach phase because it seems to want to speed back up to, what's that, 250 knots. We don't want that to happen, so let's get the approach phase activated. We're all set up here, no DH, 8,000, okay. Right, that's sorted that out. So that's brought the speed. You'll see the speed come right down now. There's the runway directly in front of us. We can now put on the approach for the ILS. And go flaps 2. It won't like that for a minute, but there you go. It's just on the threshold there. That's why it alarmed, but we got away with that. Just below it there, the red marker. done that to slow us down. 11 miles out. We've captured the localizer. And it's just in the middle of capturing the glide slope. Okay, let's bell the cabin crew. Approach light on.
Please prepare for landing.
Got quite a strong gust, 33 knot headwind trying to blow us off course. Okay, 8 miles out. Let's get the gear down.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing. Thank you.
Flaps 3. Check our speed. And then we can go to flaps 4. So that's full flaps. Landing lights on. We're all green. Green on the PFD. That's the outer marker beacon heading away. That should cut off in a minute. Yeah, it's a bit gusty. What do we got? Well, sort of a headwind. 20 knots, 21 knots, gusting.
Midland 83, 2 wind 0905 at 10. Cleared to land runway 27.
Cleared to land runway 27 Midland 832.
$500, $400,
Oh, it's looking like it's still covered in snow here at Trondheim. Icy runway, so that's why I
above.
kept it medium braking.
50, 40, 30, 20, minimum retard.
Wow. That was quite a hard landing, that.
Midland 832, turn next taxiway. Midland 832, contact ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the aircraft has arrived at the gate.
121.6
You are reminded
for
that all
Midland 832.
electronic devices should remain turned off until you are in the terminal building. Thank you.
Okay, right, let's get the APU started. Okay, turn the runway lights off, landing lights off. That's taxi lights, and let's find out where they're gonna dump us.
Bayern's ground, Midland 832, request taxi to the gate.
Midland 832, taxi to gate 31 via taxiway Alpha 4 Yankee.
Taxiing to gate 31 via taxiway Alpha 4 Yankee, Midland 832.
Okay, right, so gate 31. Right, 1 second. I've got something right in the way. My instructions there. 31A4 Yankee. Right, okay. Let's try again, shall we? So I have the self-loading cargo screen right in front of where it's telling me to go. Have I still got my strobe lights on? Yeah. Let's turn them off. Okay, here we are. Gate 31. Slightly off centre there. Right, here we are, gate 31, Trondheim. Turn the engines off. Oh, just make sure. Yeah, I did put it on. Did I put the APU on? Yeah. Cool. Right. Now I need me that.
Cabin crew, doors to manual, please. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit once again, I hope you enjoyed your flight with us today. On behalf of myself, the first officer.
Oh, it's a non-moving jetway. Oh no.
Hope to see you again soon. Thanks for flying with us. Cabin
We
crew,
bypassed it.
secure, please open doors. Thank you.
Well, there we go, folks. Finally got here. No mishaps like we did earlier this morning. Look at that. People waiting for this to turn around in the terminal. Okay, till the beacon's off. Let's have a look. Yeah, we got, what do we get? We got a firm landing today. Pissed a few people off, but there you go. So it was a bit of a Ryanair flight today with a firm landing for that. So I've got adopted some points. But that's the way it goes. Right, guys, thanks for joining us on this flight. Hopefully we may have another one tomorrow evening sometime. We'll try and do one in the day so we can see a bit more. We'll obviously be leaving from this airport, Trondheim, to another destination. Where that's going to be, I don't know. But Kevin, yeah, we'll be doing your Sunday return flight. You've got an extended holiday in Lanzarote. We'll look at it that way. Next Sunday. Or was it 3 o'clock, I think, wasn't it? It's a 3 o'clock flight. So that'll be Lanzarote to Glasgow next Sunday. And tomorrow, like I say, it'll be a flight from Trondheim. It could be to anywhere. We could be going further east. Or we're going to warmer climates in the south. Like I say, thanks for joining us, folks. Wherever you are, have a great weekend, what's left of it. And have a great week. If not, I'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers.
Thank you.